Hi everyone, Katarina here. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching my video today. I'm going to show you how I made this cute, really sweet Valentine's gift box. I've created these charms to go on it as well, and I will show you how I made them. See that lovely shine and all on them. And it has a shaker bit on the lid, which obviously is optional, you don't have to put in there, but I thought it looked quite nice. And it is lipped, so just adds a little bit of an interest to it. And it's a good size box. It's 3 by 3 by 3 inches of a cube, so it holds quite a lot. A beautiful candle would sit in it very well, jewelry just saying or sweets. I think you could pack a lot of sweets into this one. I really think it's so nice. I use this dark gray with all the pinks. It's actually from this paper pad I shared in my video where I was talking about what all did I get in my last craft haul. So it's all different pinks, and these are double-sided. There's pattern on one side of them and they are plain on the other side, and they kind of go do they go ombre? Maybe not. What's this? Oh, look, there's two whites too. These are gorgeous. I haven't seen them. Okay, I haven't noticed them. Okay, so there's lovely flowers and all. I have so many plans for this paper pad. Honestly, I think it is just absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, the two patterns that I used for this one, one of them was this here and the other one this stripy one. Okay, so I'm going to use these exact same papers, only flipped right. I'm going to be using the darker on here and the lighter ones in there. This is quite easy put together, yet it's very nice, very sweet, and I'm excited to show you how to make this one. So for the box itself, we will need a piece of cardstock, and I'm using that same exact dark gray, and this is from the little paper pad, cardstock pad even. Okay, so 9 by 9 inches, and I'm going to score at 3 inches on all four sides. I'm going to so burnish these core lines. And now I have a little of cutting to do. So I start in here, I cut up straight to that first score line, but I'm cutting that score line in here away. Okay, so I don't want that score line in here, I don't want to be sitting on against that line in there. So, and then I cut a little bit of a wedge away in here. Now I turn it to the next side, and I'm going to cut up in here. Again, same thing, the score line is being cut away, and again I remove it in a little wedge. So do this just on all four sides. Okay, so now we are left with this in here, and we are going to assemble our box just like this. Okay, so the flaps in here will be going on the inside, adding glue to them. And this way, this will be kind of a reinforced box because it will have two pieces of cardstock on all four sides. To decorate the sides, I cut out 4 pieces of cardstock that measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm just going to glue them on all four sides. Okay, so for the lid we will need a piece of cardstock that measures just over 5 by 5 inches, and I mean when just over, it's like 5 and 1/16 of an inch. It would be just under 5 and 1/8. Okay, this is not a reinforced box, so I don't need it to be 5 and 1/8, but it's just a teeny tiny, just that first little line over the 5 inch. Okay, so that will leave me with enough room, so the lid will be that much bigger to sit tight on top of that box. So what I'm going to do is exactly the same thing I've done earlier with the large box. Just cut up to the first goal line and cut a little wedge away, just like so. Now what I'm going to do, I'm only going to add glue now to this one tab, attach it to the side like so, make sure it's nice and square. And once that sits nice and tight in there, I'm going to put the lid on top of the box. And all the remainder of the tabs, this is how I'm going to glue on the box. This way I'm making sure that the lid will fit exactly this box. It won't be too tight, so I won't be able to pull it on, or it won't be too loose, so that it would be falling off every single time you touch the box. So here, 4 pieces to decorate the side of the lid, and this would measure 2 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. Now the next step is you need 2 pieces of cardstock that measure 3.5, let's say, yeah, sorry, 3.5 by 3.5. Now you only really need 2, one on the top and one on the bottom. But I've cut out 4 of these and I doubled them up. So there's 2 pieces of cardstock in here and 2 pieces of here. Now using the Collard glue made it real nice and strong. So this will give a real good sturdiness to the base and the lid of the box. Looks looks pretty good. It's nice and snug, definitely not going to keep falling off. So for the next step I'm going to use this square die set. I got this on Craft Stash website, and the 4 sizes that I'm using are, I split them together because I really wouldn't want to try to figure it out again. So these are 4 sizes, one after the other. Now if you don't have this exact set, you would need something that measures around 3 inches in square is the largest, and the smallest one would be 2 inches. 3 and 2, and then the 2 in between, so this would be 2 3/4 and 2.5. Yeah, just under 2.5. So out of these 4, I'm going to take the largest and the smallest one, and I run through with a piece of dark gray cardstock, and this is the frame that I get. Then I take the 2 middle ones and I run those through with a pink cardstock, the same one as on the sides of the box, and I got this thin frame and I just glued them on top of each other. Okay, so I really love having these nesting dies. It's just so easy to create lovely thin frames like this with. So what I'm going to do next is, I have a piece of acetate here that measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to glue this in here. Now I'm going to take some of these double-sided strips and just going to add them all around the window here. A disaster earlier on when I was making the first box. I had this lovely set of assorted mini beads, and they were all different ones. These are the larger ones, the rest of them is teeny tiny. What did I do? I opened the whole box upside down, so everything from this box was sitting in here. I was trying my best to try to force this back in. It wasn't going, so all I was left with was to tip them all into this little mug that I have here. So yeah, they're all mixed together, and now there's little yellowy or cream colored ones, but I'm just gonna have to go with it because I am surely not separating these. I did even think about it, but then no, I just dismissed the idea very quickly. So no, this is not even going to be that easy. So I did even play with the idea of separating them, but then I very quickly dismissed the idea. So I'm just adding some of these beads in here. Now, as you can see, all the cream or yellowish colors are in there too, but they are just gonna have to be because I'm not separating these. That would be a day's or job, or 2 or 3. I would get very frustrated very quickly, I'd say. So what else I have is these little, these are shaker elements and all that. I got these a long time ago on AliExpress, I think. These are little moon-shaped ones, and then I have little hearts in here, so I'm just gonna add some of these hearts to it too. Let's see if I manage to pull this out. There we go. They are lovely pinkish, whitish and holographic. I think they are just gorgeous. This came like 10 bottles in a pack, and I have several different colors. I absolutely love how they look. I've used them a while ago and then I forgot about them. These are little stars. And now today when I was looking through my stash, I found them again. So there we go. And these are again just little dots. Mini beads, so there's all different things in there. Now, okay, so now I'm going to make sure this will stick on very well, so I'm just going to add the layer of liquid glue on top of the foam tape. Okay, so I'm trying to center this up as best as I can. Oh, that's lovely. I love it. I actually added some of the reds that I didn't add the other one. It's not really red because these are all the pink shades, but it's kind of dark. But kind of matches the color on the side in there. So I think it just worked out absolutely perfectly fine. Even though my beads were all mixed up. Such a case. Right, so what I'm going to show you next is how I created these little charms. I absolutely adore them. So to create the charm, we will need hearts. I don't know if you've seen the video that I posted with the card that I made where I was layering up a heart shape with the framelit on top, and I made them as little presents. Oh, that was such a sweet card. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link to it below in the description box, and head over and watch the video. It really is such a sweet and very easy made card. So the idea kind of is the same-ish. A heart cutout. use one die and then create your framelit with the die that you used for that one and the next one down. Now I don't have small dies like this, that's why I had to use my electronic die cutting machine, but it's definitely something I'm going to look about picking up. So the framelets I layered up, there's 3 white and then the pink on the top, so there's quite a little bit of a dimension to this. I'm going to add glue to that one and layer it on top of the heart. Now these papers are exactly the same what I used on the box. Okay, so once that's set, I'm going to take glossy accents and I'm going to just unblock this. I'm just going to slowly try to fill it up. I'm not adding it completely full, it really doesn't need it. It will add that lovely shine. I'm just kind of adding a layer on the bottom. It doesn't come up to the top of the 4th layer of the framelit at all. Okay, so just like that. Now it's quite foggy looking, but once it dries, it will dry nice and real clear. So this, okay, so this one is the smaller heart. For the smaller one, I took one of these rhinestones, and the ones I'm using are from Chloe's Creative Crafts, but you can use any rhinestones, any bling, anything that you have. You can use glitter, you can use anything to add to this because it will set onto the bottom of the glossy accents and it will be nice and sturdy, it will not go anywhere, it will create a beautiful little charm. So also what I added was some of these little hearts. So there's, I don't know if the camera picks up, but there's all different colors. There's some pink, some white, some darker pinks. They are all holographic. Absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So once this sets, it will look something like this. There's quite a difference in them, as you can see. This one is dried clear, while this one is quite cloudy and milky kind of a look to it yet. But once it dries absolutely clear. Beautiful little charms. So what I like to do from here is at the back I add just the tiniest amount of a hot glue, and I take a piece of string which I will trap in there. Now I will take a piece of this heart, exactly the same size as that, and I'm going to glue it to the back. Just okay, so this one is the smaller charm, and the larger one in here, exactly the same, except I added 3 rhinestones in that one. I think they look so cute. Okay, so just put this aside. I'm just going to add a little bit of a hot glue. And the 2 charms. Let them set and cut the excess away. Now I'm going to finish it up with a little bow, exactly like that. Now to cut the bow, I used this die I have in my stash. I've had it for so long I can't even remember where it is from. I know it came in 3 different sizes and I still have 2. I have no idea where the 3rd size went to. So to make the bow, I'm going to take this bit and I'm going to kind of curl it up a bit. Add a bit of glue and pull the ends in there. Make sure the glue sets before I let this go. Okay, so I like to add a bit of a... Okay, so I'm just going to hold it together with my tweezers for the glue to set. So this bit of a hot glue in there, and I'm just going to stick this on top like so. And I'm going to take one of these rhinestones again, the same pink and the smaller size. I'm going to add a bit of glue in here. And finish it off with the little rhinestone. Okay, so this is the finished box, and the second one, how cute, it's just so sweet. I just absolutely love how these little charms just hang in there. I really love this. It's so easy to make, really not hard at all. And of course you can alter the size to fit anything else you want to fit in it. It's really easy to do. So I really hope you enjoyed my tutorial today, and if you did, please give me the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done yet so. I have so many lovely tutorials coming up, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. Bye!